I, Dr. Sunil Gadwal, on the behalf of the Government Engineering College, Banswara, welcomes you all once again in this online video lecture classes. As earlier we had discussed the hardness, purification of hard water. Today in this method we are going to discuss an important topic the point of view RTO main exam as well as back examination. This is very important, and in every exam you will get a question certain from this topic. So keeping these things in mind, today we are going to discuss how to determine the hardness of given a hard water sample by using EDTA method or complexometric titration method. So in exam they can ask the question in the form of describe the EDTA method, or how we will determine the hardness of a given water sample by complexometric titration method. So both the things are same, because here this name is given according to the mechanism, and this is the actual what is the intermediate is required to perform the practical. So hoping all of you would enjoy this class and understand these topics very well. So EDTA, what is the EDTA method? As we know that hard water contains carbonates and carbonates, bicarbonate, hydroxides and chloride, sulfate and nitrates of calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron and manganese and other heavy metals. These ions react with soap solution to form insoluble substance called soap scum. So this is the soap solution. Higher fatty acids, this is sodium stearate, very cheaper soap, and the best quality is when we use potassium stearate. That will be very soft, and from economical point of view, the potassium salts based soaps are very costly. So in hard water, whatever these hardness causing metal plus ions react with this soap solution, and they will replace this sodium ion, and it will form a new compound, like if calcium plus 2 ion present, then this twice Ca, and this is known as soap scum. So soap will precipitate, it will not form the lather with the water solution, and it will not perform the cleaning. So till the time when water having this hardness causing metal plus ion, all the ion when react with the soap and they precipitate soap in the form of soap scum. When all these ion will consume, then only soap will form lather with the water solution, and it will perform cleaning. So keeping these things in the mind, this EDTA method is used because we have to avoid to form this soap scum. So calcium and magnesium plus 2 ion along with other metal ions such as Fe plus through and Pb2 can be removed from hard water by editing of EDTA. So what is the EDTA? EDTA is ethylene diamine tetra acetic acid. As we know that EDTA is having very less solubility in water. At 25 degrees centigrade in 1 liter water, EDTA solubility is 2500 mg. So if we have to make 1 molar solution, then it is not possible to dissolve 3.72 gram of EDTA in 1 liter of solution. Then how we will come out from this low solubility problem of EDTA? So in that particular case, we have to use disodium salt of EDTA or tetrasodium salts of EDTA. Those di and tetrasodium salts of EDTA are having very high solubility in water, and when they will ionize, they will give S2 EDTA -2 ion. This ion will react with this metal +2 ion and form a tetrahedral complex which is stable, and they will drag out this metal +2 ion from the hard water, and this complex will be very stable. And now when this all metal +2 ion or +3 ion will consume and react with EDTA, then only water will form lather with this soft solution, and it will work effectively. So this EDTA -2 ion or EDTA -4 ion will form a stable complex with the metal +2 ion at a pH range of 10. So now the question arises how we will make pH 10 of the water solution. So to sort out this problem, we have to add a basic buffer solution in water before adding the EDTA, so that the water pH will be around 9 to 10. For this we are going to use ammonium chloride and ammonia solution by adding 10 to 15 ml in water solution. So the pH of water will be around 9 to 10, and if now we add EDTA solution, then the metal +2 ion will bind with the EDTA and make a stable complex with the covalent bonds, and this is known as coordinate covalent bond complex. So here you can see these are the metal ions, and this is EDTA when we use disodium salt. So it will make -2 ion, one from here and another from here. Okay, so metal ion will form 4 bonds. So one is from CO- part of this, another is from this, and one lone pair which is in EDTA amine, and this is the another lone pair of amine. So this is the tetrahedral shape of complex. Now the basic principle of this method, this is one of the most widely used and accurate method to determine the hardness of given water solution, and also this method is known as complexometric method, because here EDTA is forming a stable complex with the hardness causing metal plus ions. That's why this is known as complexometric method. In this method, an ion will react with metal +2 ion and form a complex in a ratio of 1:1. That means 1 mole of EDTA react with 1 mole of metal plus ions. This is the basic principle of complexometric titration method. In this method, EBT are also used as an indicator, which is a blue colored azodite, which is capable of forming soluble wine red color complex with metal plus ion, are present in the hard water at a specific pH range of pH 9 to 10. Theory: the hard water must have a pH value of 9 to 10, which can be achieved by adding a buffer solution, ammonium hydroxide or ammonium chloride. How to make this buffer solution, that we will discuss in next class. How to prepare EBT solution, how to prepare EDTA solution, how to prepare hot water solutions, and all these are the uh, extra part of this EDTA titration method we will discuss in next video lecture in details. Here just we have to understand that what are the reagents, what are the indicator, what type of water, and what is the basic principle we have to understand. So what is happening here when we take a hard water sample and we add basic buffer solution into that and make the pH 9 to 10. Then if we add EBT solution in this mixture, the EBT will show. In the starting, what we have to do, we take a hard water solution. There we have to add basic buffer solution. The pH is of this mixture will be 9 to 10, and then we have to add 2-3 drops of EBT. As soon as we add the EBT, EBT will ionize and it will make a red wine color. Now we have to titrate this mixture with the EDTA, taking in a burette drop by drop, and we can observe that slowly this red wine color is becoming very light, and at a point it will disappear. As soon as we add another drop of EDTA, a blue color will form. That is the end point indicating of the titration, and we have to note down the reading where this blue color again appeared. So when basically EBTA solution we have to prepare in ethanol, EBTA indicator is a azo dye, and here you can see this part will ionize SO3 Na, this will ionize, and when this EBT is in unionized form, means when we dissolve this EBT in ethanol, it will be in unionized form and the color will be dark blue. As soon as we add this EBT indicator into hard water, so this will ionize and it will make this red wine color. So in the starting, when we take hard water in this conical flask, we add here so basic buffer solution, and we maintain the pH 9 to 10. Then if we add 2-3 drops of indicator, immediately this blue color will disappear and we will get red wine color. So now we have what we have to do, we take EDTA in burette and drop by drop we are adding, and this color will slowly becoming very light, and later on this will at a point disappear, means colorless it will form. And as soon as we add the next drop of EDTA, and it will give a endpoint blue color. So here we have to stop the addition of EDTA. So what is happening in the first metal ion, whatever present in hard water, as soon as we add the EBT indicator, they will make wine red complex. So metal plus 2 ion will form here a complex. They will replace the sodium and come here as in form of calcium plus 2, magnesium plus 2, aluminum plus 2, whatever ions are responsible for hardness in water. As soon as we start addition of EDTA, this EBT complex will start getting break out and this metal plus 2 ion start forming complex with EDTA. This is the new complex which is more stable than this complex. So slowly this red wine color will start becoming very light, because all this metal EBT complex is going to break, and in this titration this new complex is forming. So when all this EBT will free, again this blue color will show. So thank you, hoping that all of you had enjoyed and understand the basic concept of this EDTA method. And in next class we will discuss how to prepare the solution and how to do calculation. So thank you.